Okay, well, I'm back in Delaware. I arrived back here on Saturday at 3 p.m. Teddy's very happy to be in some familiar surroundings, but I just wanted to let everybody know I got home safely, and it took me all day yesterday to wash all my stuff because I didn't go to the laundromat right before I came home. I figured I'd just save it all up till I got home. But anyway, I'm home and I already miss my adventures, and I'm sure I'm going to go on another one very soon because I'm already missing my adventures. But you know, everything has its time and its season. For right now, I am in real estate. This is the busiest time of the year in my business, so I'm going to be quite busy the next couple of months working in real estate here at the beach. So I'm not going to be able to get too many trips in. I might be able to do some weekends, but usually those are reserved for real estate as well. People like to look at houses. Next weekend I'm showing houses all weekend. So aren't these houses cool? These are up on pilings. Yeah, they're like little tree houses. I think they're pretty cool. But anyway, I wanted to excuse me, do a little information video for people that are considering going into the nomadic lifestyle, which, to be honest, I know nothing about, but I do know a lot about real estate because I've been doing it for 40 years. So I just want to let people know that in my opinion, if you are planning on, you know, going out on the road full time, if you do have a piece of real estate currently, my advice would be to rent it out. If you can get, you know, on the road without selling it, that would be ideal. And then you could live for a year on the road and see if you like it. Get your tenant to give you like a year lease. Like my house here at the beach, I could probably get about $2,500 a month for. And when I'm ready to retire, my plan would be to just rent it out and then, you know, not sell it right away. And I have another property up in Pennsylvania that I would probably liquidate and sell because I will have capital gains because I didn't live in it for the last 2 years. But at least I will have some sort of money in the bank after I sell that. And also I will be, you know, liquidating that. It's paid for pretty much. I only owe like 10 grand on it. So I keep that little balance on my loan so that I can have a write-off. But yeah, my plan is to sell that and then keep this one and rent it out. And that way, if I go out on the road and I decided I absolutely don't like it, I can, you know, wait and then let the tenant move out and I move back into my sticks and bricks. So that would be my advice as a real estate person, to do it that way. But if you absolutely need to pull the money out of your house in order to, you know, do your trips or go nomadic, then by all means do what you have to do. But ideally, you know, as a realtor, I believe you should never sell your real estate because I'd go broke if everybody did that, obviously. But I believe that there is wisdom in just holding on to it. You're in a lower tax bracket when you turn 70. You can collect your Social Security, and I believe that most people go ahead and, you know, draw their Social Security. People like me do not have much Social Security because I've worked as a self-employed person for the last 40 years, so I will not be collecting that much Social Security. So the rent income is going to really help me when I'm on the road, and then I'll have the sale of my home in PA that I can, you know, squirrel away kind of and hopefully live off that until I die. And I know some of you people are interested in having money for your children when you die and this and that, and I'm not against that, but I believe you should live your life while you can. And, you know, if there's money left over, great, they get it and that's great, but you need to live your life. You need to enjoy your life. So yeah, my idea is just enjoy my life. If I use the money from my real estate, you know, that's just too bad for them. I hate to say that, but you know, I love my kids, but I have also worked hard my whole life, and I did that so I could have a good retirement. So I could, you know, because I've done this alone. I raised my kids by myself. I'm a single mom for a long, long time. And here's our pool, our local, for our community. That guy's blowing the leaves out. That's our tennis court. I never use that pool. I'm always at the beach. I'm not always at the beach, but whenever I get a day off, which is very rarely in the summer. This little wooded area is such a nice little area to walk through. But as you can see, Delaware is still kind of cold and not budding. The trees aren't budding like they are down south where I was recently. But it's still a very, very beautiful area. I really like it here. The taxes are so cheap. I mean, even if I rented my house out, the tenant would pay the utilities and I would pay the taxes and insurance. But my taxes are like $350 a year, which is unreal. And my homeowner's insurance is like $800 a year. So I probably would hardly have any expenses if I decided to rent it out. So again, your situation might be different. Your taxes might be a lot higher and it wouldn't be cost effective for you to do that. But in that case, you would just raise your rent a little bit so you can make up the difference. You know, you have to do what you have to do to you know, cover your nut, so to speak. So this video was just meant as an informational video so I could, you know, teach you guys a little bit about real estate. And you know, if you are considering selling to go on the road, my recommendation would be, if you can do it, keep your house. Like my plan is to just do snowbirding the coldest months of the year. Now that my kids are all pretty much leaving the nest, I could just snowbird for 3 months. Like go to South Carolina, and you can rent a little campsite in South Carolina for the whole month for $400. And then you could snowbird for like 3 months. It would cost you $1,200 to snowbird for 3 months down there. And do that for a while. The other thing that you should consider is, if you're going to go full-time, you know, really evaluate your rig and what you have right now. Like I'm using a minivan now, which is awesome for camping and stuff. But for full-time, it would be difficult, I think, for me to live in such a small space. I would actually have to have a ProMaster 3500 or something similar to that. I like what Minivan Lee did. She took her passenger seat out, which gives you a lot more room. And I think I could do it if I took my passenger seat out like she did. Then I could probably do the full-time in the minivan and I would have a lot more room. So I could try it that way for a while and see how it goes. But I just am in love with that ProMaster 3500. And you could do a full conversion, this one couple in Canada, for $70,000. So that's a great deal. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informational and helpful. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.